Hi everyone, it's Robin Clayton and I want to welcome you back to my channel Zodicatthefarm, where I create gorgeous garden glass flowers. It's been a while since I've been on my channel. I've had a lot going on with storms and just life in general over the last couple of years. It's been very interesting, but also very wonderful. But today we're going to be making this 4-piece teal and lavender flower petal, garden glass flower petal. So I hope that you will stay with me because I'm going to show you everything that you're going to need to have and the process on how to complete this garden glass flower. All right, so now we're going to move on to the items that you're going to need to complete this project, and then we will move on to the cutting stage. All right, see you soon. Okay, here I am, and I'm going to be showing you all of the pieces that we're going to be working with today, and then I'm going to go through a list of items that we're also going to need. Here's the flower that we're going to be working with. It's going to be 4 pieces, which we're going to start with this really gorgeous garden glass flower. Okay, so that's going to be our first piece, which is absolutely beautiful with all the hues of the purple and the lavender and maroon, and then the silvers and the blue teals. And then I have this beautiful flower petal here. It's a lavender color. It's a light piece, and that will be the center that we will be working on to cut. So that's piece 2. Then I have this purple small flower petal that we're going to also be cutting on the drill press. And then here is my multicolored orb that we're going to be working with. Okay, so this is absolutely going to be just a beautiful 4-piece garden flower. So next, let me go through the items that you're going to need to complete this project. You're going to need safety eyewear. You're going to need safety gloves. You're going to need a drill with a diamond cut drill bit. You're going to need a Phillips head screwdriver. You're going to need something to mark your plates. You're going to need a few these are rubber washers. You're going to need a toggle bolt, which ties all my pieces together. You're going to need a measuring tape to measure your plates for center. And I've got a few blocks here that I'm going to be using for my larger piece that will stabilize it while I am cutting it. You're going to need some Windex to clean the plates and a little bit of water while cutting your dishes. So now that we've gotten all the items that you're going to need to complete the project, let's go ahead and get started on this. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to cut the large piece. I want to move this stuff out of the way. Put my bigger pieces to the side. I'm going to go ahead and take my tape measure here, and I'm going to mark my center. They're generally about 4 inches. So center right there. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put the stabilizer underneath, okay, so that once I'm cutting through this glass, that it will hit this piece of wood as opposed to cracking the glass. I take a little bit of water, put that right there in the center area. I'm going to make sure that everything is tight on my drill. I've got my diamond tip drill bit. I'm going to turn it on its side. And I'm going to work it straight up in a 90-degree angle until I pierce the glass. All right, so here we go. move this out of the way. Okay. Turn it over so you can see the hole. It's right there, perfectly through. Okay, so that's our first piece. Now we're gonna move on to our second piece. All right, here I am with my second piece. This is the lavender piece. I've marked the center with a magic marker. I've lined up my press correctly. And here we go. Move the glass out of the way. And then let me show you the hole right there, right in the center. So that is number 2. And the next one will be this small one. I've already marked the center. I'm going to adjust my press quickly again. Just a little bit. Grab my water here real quick, just a little bit. Let's make sure this is lined up. Okay, right there. Here we go. So this is going to be the final piece that we're going to cut today. Okay, and there is the hole right there, straight through. All right, so now we're going to move on to the assembly stage of this particular process today for this beautiful flower. All right, see you soon. Okay, here we are at the assembly stage. Here are my 4 pieces. I'm going to go ahead and separate all of these out. I'm going to put them over to the side. And I've got my Phillips head screwdriver. I've got my washers that I'm going to be using. I've got my toggle bolt, and I failed to mention I do have a hook. I had mount this hook today. I normally don't put a hook on it, but for the purposes of showing all of you, I'll go ahead and put this hook on it today. But you can get this hook from Hobby Lobby. And now we have everything that we're going to need. So the first thing I'm going to do is take my major plate, my main supporting plate, take my hook, take my washer, stick this straight through just like that. Stick it through the washer. Take a little pressure. Then you're going to place it through the plate. Okay, and then turn it up just like that, where your toggle is sticking straight up. Take another washer, set this down for a second, and press that straight through very carefully. You don't want to scratch the glass till it sits nice and neat, just like that. Then I'm going to take my secondary supporting plate. There's the hole. I'm going to set it straight there, just like that. It sits very beautifully. Let me go ahead and take another washer, stick that straight through. Be very careful. Pull it straight till it's flush to that supporting plate. And then I'm going to grab my next plate and stick that right there, just like that. Another washer goes right here. Okay, pulling it tight. And now the final step is going to be to put this orb on. So I need to start my toggle. So I'm going to grab the back of the plate, the supporting plate, and start my toggle. And that would be righty-tighty, lefty-loosey. Okay, now that I have the toggle secure, I don't want to tighten it down too tight because I want to be able to get my orb straight through that. So I'm going to take my orb and I'm going to press until it grabs the plate. And the reason why I know that that has occurred is because I can pull this orb back and the toggle bolt wing nuts are actually catching the orb. Okay, so now that I'm done with that, I'm going to turn this over very carefully, holding all plates in place. I'm going to take my Phillips head screwdriver and proceed to tighten. Take your time when screwing this in. You want to make sure that all the components are securely tightened. Okay, it'll start to feel tight. So I'm not going to securely tighten it yet. I want to turn it over and I want to readjust it, look at it. Let's see if everything is in its place. So all I'm doing is just organizing the flower petals to make sure everything is evenly situated, which it is. And then I'm going to come back over and continue to tighten this down, just like that. Okay. All right, we are at the end of the video here, and I want to show you the final piece all completed. So we've got the back supporting plate, we've got the lavender second plate, the third purple plate, and the orb in the middle. And there it is from the side, and there it is from the back. So glad to be back on my channel. I hope you guys have enjoyed the episode. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section below, or you can email me at my website at hurricane4cr@gmail.com. Also, these are for sale on my website at www.zodicatthefarm. Have a great weekend and a blessed new week, and I hope to see you next time here at Zodicatthefarm. Take care. This is just a little end note to my new video. So these are just a couple of the other flowers that I've done. And just real quick up here, these are also a few that I have also done. You can check my channel. Thank you.